Many people don't realize the impact that British colonialism had on the origins of modern Caribbean food. This is why we eat curry chicken. People from the Caribbean will put meat into a hot pan with oil without utensils. I'm Anna Kay, and today I'm making curry chicken with Chef Rashida Holmes.
I'm Rashida Holmes. I'm the chef and owner of Bridgetown Roti in Los Angeles, California.
My family's Jamaican, your family's from Barbados.
Yep.
So we all eat curry, but I think it's a little bit different, right?
It is. It's different based on kind of which island you come from.
So for people who maybe aren't from the Caribbean like you and I are,
yeah.
What is curry chicken?
It's an interesting word. It comes from this Portuguese word curry, which just means meat stewed in spices. A lot of people associate curry with like a specific flavor profile, but it actually just is any meat stewed in any kind of spice mixture. So even butter chicken is technically a curry, and the Japanese have Katsu curry, but all those things taste different based on like the regions that they're from. Its origins are super interesting because a lot of this flavors and spices were kind of brought over in the 1840s when slavery was abolished in the Caribbean. The British Empire needed laborers, so they brought over a ton of Southern Indians to Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, and they brought their cuisine with them. In the early 1900s, when there's a huge Caribbean migration from the islands to the United States, people brought their curries with them, and that's how you get kind of the Caribbean curry that we have today. Let's talk about our ingredients for today.
Yes, it smells so good already.
We're gonna use chicken thighs because that's how my mom made it. She didn't deal with white meat. She said thighs and legs only. And I like to do it two ways. I do a paste and I do a spice mix. When I learned from my mom uses Chief curry powder, you know Chief?
Yeah.
So I took the bag of Chief and I like read off all the ingredients on it, and that's how I came up with the wet and the dry powder. So we make a paste out of the fresh ingredients. In this paste, we have scallions, we have garlic, fresh ginger, fresh turmeric,
amazing,
which is huge, as well as habanero pepper or scotch bonnet. And so that's for the wet part of our curry, and then for the dry part of our curry, this is made with fennel, coriander, cumin, fenugreek, allspice, clove, and a little bit of mustard seed. And then the third part is Holmes' family secret. This is ginger salt. So this is ginger powder and salt, because Mom always says you need a little bit of dried ginger and fresh ginger. The flavors of each are very, very different. Let's get to it. Let's get the chicken out and we can start going.
All right, let's do it.
So we have our dark meat chicken here. We're gonna season it with all of our 3 curry things here.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with some ginger salt.
Okay.
Get in there.
I was like, do you do it? Do I do it?
No, yeah, you gotta get in there, get in there.
So this is the concoction you learned from your mom?
Yes. Now we're gonna put on the curry powder.
Okay.
Same thing.
I would have thought you would put the paste on first.
You would think that.
Yeah.
But you actually want the salt to penetrate the meat a little bit, gives it a very, very quick cure.
Okay.
And then you want to add the paste after that. Go for
Yep.
it. You're doing it. I know how to make it. We're teaching you. And now let's do the paste.
Okay.
So this part's gonna get a little messy. So I just do like a dollop here, a dollop there. So all I do is once I get it on there, just go in with my hands, just rub it all around.
Okay, well, if you're doing it, I guess I have to.
Yeah, get in there. I'm not doing it by myself.
So Rashida, why is this step so important to really rub it in here?
All those aromatics and all those nice alliums and things that we blended up together. I just wanted to coat the chicken really nicely.
And how long would you normally let this sort of sit here like this?
Normally I let this sit overnight and then we cook it the next day. Curry fingers. By the way, when you wash your hands after you rub your paste, use cold water because turmeric will stain with hot water.
Okay, so what's next, Rashida?
So next, we're gonna sear our chicken off. Just a little bit of canola oil in the pan. Always start with the little skin side down.
Okay, so this is something else I've noticed. People from the Caribbean will put meat into a hot pan with oil without utensils. Okay, so if people don't want to do it like you're doing, can they use tongs or something?
Course.
Okay,
Please
my
use
mom
tongs.
does this, but I am so scared to do this part.
I'll tell you the trick. If you lay it away from you,
Okay.
it won't burn you.
So how long on each side do you think?
I would say you're gonna go about 3 to 4 minutes on each side.
Oh, that's it. It's quick.
That's it. It's quick because all the cooking is gonna happen in the braise.
Okay.
So we have some chicken stock here that I made ahead.
Okay.
That's gonna go into the braise. So all we're doing right now is just searing the side, encasing that chicken in all those really good spices that we did.
Okay.
So while that is searing,
Okay.
we're gonna cut up some aromatics. And this is what we're gonna use to deglaze the bottom of the pan. We're building layers of flavor. And then we're just gonna do a nice
Oh, you're
julienne.
fast. Okay, so we're checking on our chicken.
So we're checking our chicken, so you're gonna flip it. You ready?
Oh, so now we use the tongs.
Now we use the tongs.
Okay. Okay, I'm actually a little bit scared of this.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Grab it by the. Yep. Grab it right that. Yep.
Wow, look at that color. How do you know when it's done? Is this the color or?
It's the color. We're just going for color at this point because we're not gonna cook it all the way through.
Okay.
At this stage, we're just getting the nice sear and toasting the spices on the outside. All right, now I'm having you cut some scallions up.
Okay.
You ready? So just cut the ends off, and then you're just gonna cut 1, 2, 3, 4 big old chunks. Go for it.
Where are you going?
I'm letting you. Where am I going? I'm checking on the chicken. You're cutting the
Okay, okay.
scallions. So we got it seared on both sides. We're just gonna pull it out. Now we got all this good toasty curry paste and powder on the bottom of the pan. So we're gonna take all these onions that we cut up, toss them in, and now all those onions and scallions, they're gonna release water.
Okay.
And that's gonna loosen all the curry powder and paste that's stuck to the bottom of the pan right now. Smell that?
I do. It's literally wafting from the pan.
Yeah.
So good.
We just add our chicken right back in on top, just like that. And now
Okay.
we're gonna add some chicken stock.
And what's in your chicken stock?
This chicken stock is chicken backs, scallions, onion, ginger, a little bit of black pepper, and a couple heads of garlic. We're not making a soup, you know? We're making a stew, so we don't want too much chicken stock. We want just enough, just to barely cover the chicken. And then we put a top on this, leave it on medium-low, and then that's gonna simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. At about the 35-minute mark, I throw the potatoes in. I made a little bit of curry chicken earlier because, you know, we got time. We don't got all the time in the day. I think it's important to know the history of any dish that you're eating that you're trying for the first time. Food is the story of humanity. Understanding where it comes from, how it's grown, what's the history of the cuisines that we eat, all these things that came from the Americas and drove kind of British expansion across the world was just food that we eat.
Wow.
That's our
Rashida, this
chicken.
looks amazing. This is literally what I remember from my childhood.
Yes.
With being a Caribbean kid.
I'm just cutting up some scallions for garnish. Rice is ready.
Okay, let's do it.
We got our curry chicken here.
This looks so amazing.
It's all about the sauce.
Let's dig right in.
Cheers.
Cheers. All the spices and the onions that we julienned. Did I say it right?
You got it.
The onions, you can taste the cumin. It reminds me of the curry chicken my mom makes.
Yeah.
But it's a little different. And I think
different.
that's the whole thing about Caribbean islands. It's that every island, we're all kind of the same, but we all have our unique identities. All these spices are super accessible. Like all of the stuff you can get in your regular grocery store. I can't slice an onion like Rashida. I can chop it up with the julienne and the flat bottom. I might need a little bit more time to learn that. I really get it now. This is why we eat curry chicken. It's all about community and history and legacy.